What's up everybody and welcome back. On today's video, I'm actually going to be doing some troubleshooting to figure out why my trailer wiring harness is not working. When I bought this Jeep, it actually did not come with the towing package, and I actually had to install my own hitch and wiring harness myself. About 4 years ago, I actually went ahead and installed the OEM trailer wiring harness. And overall, the installation of this harness was fairly straightforward. All you had to do was follow the instructions, run some wires through the cab, and then plug everything in. Because I followed those instructions and did everything correct, I figured that the wiring harness was good to go. But soon after, I actually discovered that the wiring harness was not actually functioning. Yes, this was 4 years ago, and the reason I haven't got around to fixing it sooner is because I don't really use my Jeep on a regular basis to tow anything, so I really haven't had the need. There are two reasons I think the wiring harness is not working. First, I think I'm actually missing some of the fuses in the fuse box that I need to connect the wiring harness. And second, I think I actually need to go into the Jeep system and turn on the towing package to make everything work. So what we're going to do in today's video is we're actually going to go ahead and install some fuses, and then we're going to use our Super Chip Flash Cal Plus to turn on the towing package in the Jeep system. But to do this, we actually need a testing tool that we can use to test the harness. And because I don't have a trailer accessible that we could simply use as our testing tool, we're actually going to use this product from Nilight. This is their 7-pin trailer wiring harness tester. And this is a simple tool that you can get off Amazon for $12.99, and it is designed to simply plug into the end of your trailer wiring harness, and then using these indication lights up here, it will tell you what lights and features are actually functioning. Along with this product, we are also going to be taking a look at another Nilight product, and that is their 2.5-inch Shackle Hitch Receiver Set. This is a trailer hitch receiver that is designed to simply slide into your hitch and gives you another mounting point for off-roading. This kit goes for $37.99. It has a 3/4 inch shackle on the end of it, and it is designed to take a load capacity of 45,000 pounds. But before we get into unboxing this unit and installing it, we're going to dive into the troubleshooting of the wiring harness and get those fuses installed and get the towing package turned on. So the first thing we need to go ahead and do is plug in that tool to see if the harness is actually working. So the first thing we did was we turned the Jeep headlights on. Now we're going to plug the testing tool in. And as expected, there's no lights illuminated on the testing tool, which means that our harness is definitely not working. Before we get into other details, let's just go through what the lights on here indicate. The BU is your reverse lights. The BK is your electric brake. The 12 volt is obviously your 12 volt power source. Then you have your right turn signal, your left turn signal, and then your tail lights. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go to the hood, and we're going to plug in some of the missing fuses. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is open up the fuse box and take a look at the fuse diagram to find any of the fuses related to trailer. So we've got two right here, F36 and F37. Doesn't look like we have anything in that row. In this row, we have F90, F107, 109, and 111. One thing about this issue though is it's not as simple as I thought it would be. I couldn't just simply add fuses, and the reason is because all of the fuses that are missing do not actually have the connectors inside. So for example, there's no pins in these J-case ones. In the mini ones, there's no holder to hold the pins. So I can't easily just add fuses to make this work. So unfortunately, what this means is that our troubleshooting on getting the trailer wiring harness has to come to a pause so that I can do some research to figure out how I can add those fuses or what I have done wrong in this case. So there's still some more troubleshooting. If anybody has any advice on what I should do or check, feel free to comment below because I could use some help to figure this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to just focus on this hitch receiver, and we'll show you guys what this is all about. So let's go ahead and unbox this, and then we'll get it installed, which should be fairly straightforward. So the packaging for this item is pretty good. It is definitely a heavy product. So you can see the packaging is a little beat up, and that's mainly just due to when you're shipping a heavy product, it's just bound to happen. On the side here, we have some specifications. It says what the top material is, which is a heavy duty drop forged steel. Then you have your surface technology, which is a zinc coated cast. It shows what's included. You have a 3/4 inch D-ring shackle, one isolator, 2 washers, one 2-inch shackle hitch receiver, and your 5/8 hitch pin. The working load limit is 5 tons or 100,000 pounds. And then you have your braking load limit, which is 20 tons or 45,000 pounds. On the back here, you have all the color options of what are available online. Now we can open this up. You can see it's packaged here with some foam. You have your shackle and hitch receiver right here. Oh, this is heavy duty. Looks like a solid piece of steel, no hollowness. So you definitely built to last and withstand the pull. The powder coating looks pretty good, or the casting, it looks pretty good. You have your removable pin here to take the shackle off if needed, your isolator. Then you have your pin right here with your locking piece. So everything we need. So let's go ahead and get this installed. As you saw, the installation was fairly straightforward. All you had to do was slide it in and then slide the pin in. Overall, the fit is pretty good. It is nice and tight, but I do have a little bit of a clearance issue right there where it's contacting and it's preventing me from pulling the shackle all the way up. This is probably due to the fact that I'm using the rival hitch with the rival bumper instead of a Mopar one. So there might be a slight difference. Maybe the hole is a little bit further back and that's causing an issue. I don't think it's an issue with the product. I think it's just a combination. Overall, I'm probably gonna live with it because it does ensure that the product is nice and tight and it's not gonna move around or rattle. So it kind of has a plus that it is real tight. Overall, pretty happy about the way this looks. Probably gonna end up keeping this on the Jeep. I was gonna just have it as a handy tool, but after seeing it, I think I'm gonna leave it on all the time. Overall, I think this product is built really well. It is a heavy duty steel. It is definitely built to be able to be pulled on and to be tugged on. So I feel like it's going to last. The only concern I do have is with the coating because I am in the East Coast of the US. And of course we have some weather and metal parts tend to rust. So we'll have to see how it does over time. So now that we have this installed and because we had to pause the troubleshooting for the wiring harness, I'm now at the point to wrap this video up. Unfortunately, I was not able to show you how this tool works, but I was able to use this tool to confirm that my wire harness on my Jeep is in fact not working. If anybody has any suggestions on how to fix my wiring harness, whether I have to put those fuses in or whether I should get a new harness, whatever suggestion you guys might have, feel free to post them below so that I can get this figured out. Overall, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with this product. I'm sure it worked exactly how it needed. It would have flashed all the lights to indicate things working. I'll probably hang on to this so that when I do get my wiring harness figured out, I'll be able to use this to confirm it's actually functioning. At this point, guys, if you have any questions about either of these products, feel free to post them below. If you're interested in purchasing one of these products, click on the links below. At this time, guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Keep evolving, and we'll see you guys on the next video.